Hello and welcome to another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready!
Where today we answer the game's most important question.
Can you not break a rule?
Yeah, is it possible to play this game without messing up some
No.
rules? You know, there's a lot of complicated games in the world, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so like board games and stuff, and that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that, it's all good. The question though is, normally with a complicated game, maybe it takes you 5, even 10 plays to finally get it down. But you get it down, and then you don't really make any rules errors.
Yeah.
Well, Drake, how many games of Warhammer have you played?
I want to say over 150.
So, after 200-something games,
Yeah.
how many games have we played perfectly without missing a rule?
-5.
Zero games. How is it that we're this far in to playing Warhammer, and we probably have played 0 games? Maybe a couple of Spearhead games we've played without missing a rule. But even then, I'm not 100% sure I can make that claim.
Yeah.
But yeah, 0 games. And it's interesting because, when I go to edit the videos, I basically watch all or almost all of it. And every single time I go to Drake, I'm like, oh, Drake, guess what? We rolled a thing here we weren't supposed to roll. Oh, Drake, guess what? We had this other thing wrong. So we're constantly messing up rules. And we have some very helpful viewers
We do.
who like to point out when we do things wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there's a couple times. Sometimes things are pointed out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I caught that when I was editing. But sometimes they point stuff out, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's a different rule.
What's one example? Do you have any off the top of your head?
No, not off the top of my head. Sometimes they'll tell me something weird. There's been a couple times they tell me we're doing something weird, and then I look at the rules, and it's like, oh, we were doing it right. But that's pretty rare. Usually, I look at if it's something like that. I'll look at the rules and be like, "Oh my gosh!" Oh, here's a great example.
Okay.
When I played Zinch the last time, we played it the way where if you roll
Oh,
one,
the burning
comes
goes
off. And I knew that wasn't the rule anymore. I had looked at that FAQ, but I had just forgotten by the time we got around to Zinch. And for whatever reason, I wrote all the other FAQ stuff down on all the cards so I wouldn't forget. But somehow it wasn't on the Zinch card. So it's like, oh gosh.
All your burnings.
All the burnings.
I was playing what? Orcs.
I don't remember. But
Orcs or Karaton.
bottom line is, we're happy when that happens. Because I like when people point stuff out so we can fix that moving forward. But that sort of raises the question, is like, can this game be played without rules errors?
Theoretically, yes.
Okay, well, why are we unable to theoretically play the game?
We don't specialize in an army.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. So one part I would, some people might say, oh, well, you don't play enough. And I feel like, you know what, we play sort of a lot.
Yeah, every weekend.
Yeah, we play at least 1 game a week. And
Sometimes 2 if we're lucky.
yeah, sometimes we play more if the time permits. So it's not like we're not getting in enough games.
Yeah.
And I do think that when it comes to the base rules,
We've got those down.
we basically have those down. Every once in a while something comes up, but we basically got it.
Mainly it's me trying to get a slight advantage.
Yeah.
That's like
Sometimes-
90% of the time I look up a rule. Rules.
No, it's all right. But
How can I do this?
I think you're right. I think it's because we don't specialize. So if you were playing Iron Jaws over and over, if you had 200 games of Iron Jaws, I think
I would know the rules like the back of my head.
Yeah, I think it would be very rare that you miss a rule.
And it'd be
right?
maybe good.
Because you would, probably every time you play Iron Jaws, you make a rule mistake for, when you play.
Yeah.
But then if you play them like 20 times, you run out of mistakes. Like by the end of the 20th play, you're like, I've made all the mistakes, I fixed them all, I'm good to go. And then you can play right from there on out. But if you don't, if you're jumping around, it's
You
getting
forget
through those
mistakes.
20 games is a lot harder.
Also, sometimes you change your list for funsies.
Yeah, and you change your list, and so stuff doesn't doesn't line up right.
List.
There's FAQs that sort of get in the way. So yeah, I feel like if we specialized more,
Yeah.
we would see that. But I don't want to do that. Like if you wanted to, that would be fine. Like if you decided you were just going to do Iron Jaws time after time after time, that'd be cool. But I just get bored. Like the last 3 games, at least as of the time of this recording, the last 3 2K battle reports I played Soulblight, and I like them. They might be my current favorite army. Really, really, really
Alarms
like
are going off in
Soulblight.
my head. No, not more Soulblight.
But I am also sick of it. Like even in the third one we played, I only played because I had a new model. I had the zombie dragon, the Revenant Dragon.
I brought boats to kill it and kept it at the exact opposite side of the board.
It just ran away. Just kept flying away.
No, you put it over here. My good boat was over there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the only reason I played. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played. So with 3 Soul Blights, it's probably going to be a little while before I get back to Soul Blight.
Yes.
But that's just 'cause I like the variety. I like doing lots of different things. I think if I had to play one army over and over, it would be tough for me. It'd be
There's
tough.
one army I've only played once.
Was that
Daughters.
interesting?
I've played them one time.
Did you not like them?
Not really. They felt way too glass candy for me. I felt like they couldn't take a punch.
Yeah, because the play style you like is getting stuck in and
Yeah,
sort of
I like the
grinding,
things.
and that's not what Daughters do for sure. Yeah, so I think that's part of it. What else? Why else aren't we able to command the rules at our fingertips, like the code right?
We don't have all our cheat sheets. We don't have like 30 cheat
That's
sheets.
true.
on
We
there.
don't make it easy for ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. I think that probably the number one thing though is even though we get to play comparatively a lot for most people, I think it's a lot. We play at a very casual level.
Yes, we're not
Right.
trying to like get the last 3 victory points or
Yeah, we're not. I mean, we're both trying to win.
Yeah.
Right. We're doing that. We're not just like doing silly stuff. But I think that when we play, we're there to have a good time, and getting every single rule right isn't the highest priority.
Yeah.
Maybe if we gave it a little bit more time, gave it a little bit more effort, like if we were going to tournaments or stuff where it really mattered, and so we were honing things down, maybe we would get better at the rules. But because we have the luxury of being bad at rules, I think sometimes we are a little bit bad at rules.
Yeah.
But one thing I think is so cool is even though, like I said, I don't think it's likely that we've never played a game of Warhammer completely correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've ever played a 2K game
For sure.
completely correctly. Even though that's the case, we keep coming back to it. We
Yeah.
keep having fun. And it's not as though we're being silly, right? It's like, my guy has 3 extra dice, haha. Right? We're not being.
I did that one time.
Drake's on that. So it's not like we're just being wacky with it, but it's like it's the high point for us is the game that we're playing and having fun and moving the models around and the individual rules. While we try our best, there's been lots of times when we get to somewhere and we're like, gosh, this is going to take too long to look up.
Yeah.
So we're going to call it this and move. And sometimes we're right, and sometimes
very
we're
wrong.
wrong in the comments people tell us. Which again, thank you.
Yeah.
Right? We are very appreciative of that. And it does help.
Yeah.
It does help.
Yes.
There have been a couple times when I've come to Drake and I'm like, Drake, guess what? Guess what the internet says?
I super cheated.
So stuff like that happens. But I guess what I sort of learned from it when I was thinking about this topic is that playing a perfect game isn't super important.
Yeah.
It's just not important. I think if you're playing at a casual level, right? If you're at a tournament and trying to win and you're trying to bring home whatever the prize is,
The
new
1 inch
models or
tall
whatever.
statue.
Well, they can use a model sometimes.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, sure. So, but if you're trying to bring home something, that maybe it's a little bit different. But if you're just having fun with your friends, playing in the basement, playing in the garage, right?
Garage Bros.
Garage Bros. Good job. If you're just one of those things, then it shouldn't matter too much that you get every single rule right. I mean, do your best.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get them all right
Oh, yeah.
because the game is better when you get the rules right. But you miss something a little bit here or a little bit there. You just think, dang it, and look forward to your next game, right? And I think that's really important, especially for people that might be learning Age of Sigmar or just starting out in wargaming entirely, as we were at some point during COVID. And I think that you look at that rule book. First of all, if you look at the Age of Sigmar rule book, which is like 300 something pages long, not all of that is rules, right? Only a small part of that is rules. A lot of it is fluffy lore stuff. But even though if you just take the lore, it's still many, many, many pages.
Yeah.
And then each army has its own rule book of pages right? So we put everything together. It is a lot to remember and a lot to look at. And so I can see some people being turned off by that. They're like, man, let's play Uno. I know the rules to Uno. Let's just play Uno.
Uno with Warhammer.
So, Uno, I only have one model left. I didn't say Uno. I guess I get 3 more models.
Yes! That's how you ways to get more models.
So, I think if you're in that boat, if you're looking at it and you're thinking, oh my gosh, the rules for this thing are just crazy. I'm never going to learn all this. That could actually be true. I mean, I don't want to say, I would love to say, no, you're being too negative. But it might be true that you never learn it all. But you can definitely learn enough
Oh, yeah.
to have a great time.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you just don't take it. I mean, at the end of the day, just recognize that you're playing plastic war dollies with your friends.
No calling it that.
That's basically what it is.
This is a manly man game for men. And
So with your plastic war dollies.
no!
And that's what you're doing, right? So as long as you don't
Listen to
take it
guys.
too seriously, as long as you don't worry like you're in some kind of chess tournament or something like that, you're gonna be fine. All right. Any final thoughts about playing the rules right?
I think we got it. That's impossible.
It's impossible. All right. Well, this has been another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready.
Let us know in the comments below what you think. Have you played perfect games? Is it easy for you? Maybe we're just like dumb when it comes to Warhammer. Maybe the rest of the internet's looking at us like, look at these 2 dummies playing where they can't get a single rule right.
Plebs.
But let us know. And this has been another episode of Battle Ready.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching.